I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, people? How you doing? Okie dokie, man. This is great. I am in love with not being in a hurricane. I got internet. I got lights. I got a freezer full of food again. I'm normal, guys. And this is just something that I never thought that just that one little thing could disrupt everything and keep me away from you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I have an amazing artist today, musician. We're just going to get into it. We have Ashley Francois. I said that right today. Welcome to the show.
Glad to be here.
Awesome. So tell me about yourself.
Well, I was born in Haiti. And I don't really know much about it, honestly, because at the age of like 2, my family and we all moved to New York, Brooklyn, New York, and I kind of like grew up there till I say like 6. From 6, we moved to Florida, and ever since then, I just kind of grew up in Florida. So,
Florida?
Yeah. So
where?
So when we first moved to Florida, we was at Palmetto.
Okay.
For like 4 or 5 years, and then we went from Palmetto to Bradenton. We was there for like I think like 6 years, and now I'm currently in Sarasota right now.
You're in Sarasota? How come we didn't hook up? I'm in Sarasota.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding you.
Oh, that's hilarious. I think that's funny. That is funny.
I am in Sarasota. You know what? We should just stop this interview right now and just meet up.
I agree. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty dope. That's interesting.
That is dope. So where in Sarasota are you?
It's like by a school. It's like by Booker Middle.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you know where Booker Middle is at. It's like there's a bar there.
I do. I'm South Sarasota. I live closer to Port Charlotte.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going up that way. And I'm just excited about this. Wow. So my fellow Floridian, not from birth, but okay, me either. Okay.
Yep.
So I wanted to talk about your name because you said that there was a story behind your name. Tell me about it.
So when I got older, because at first, I wasn't getting bullied, but like when I was in like New York, I was at a school called PS 241. People always laughed at me, whatever, because my name. So like, as I got older, like around like 6 or 7, I was like, hey mom, like, why did you like name me this? Like, I don't understand. People laughing at me, and like, I don't really understand what's going on here. She was like, no, you need to embrace the name because I named you after somebody. So basically, before you was born, there was this lady that helped me so much, and I asked her, hey, what's your name? And she told me her name was Ashley. So I told her, whether if it was a boy or a girl, I was going to name her like after you. So she said, look, when you get older, just don't change your name. Just honor it because I named you after somebody. So ever since then, I said, you know what? Cool. So I just accepted it. I embraced it. And honestly, I'm gonna lie, like I never got bullied middle school growing up. I think everything, I was just a popular kid. People just appreciated my name. So ever since then, it just always been like that,
That's great. You have to accept who you are, even the God-given name or your family's given name, whatever that is. If you embrace it, I think life gets a lot simpler.
100%.
Yeah, definitely. So tell me about your, getting into the music industry. Because I'm telling you right now, it is not a logical decision to get into the music industry. That to me, it's a bug. I'm just gonna go there. It's a bug.
I agree. It's a weird one because I get labels every day that's trying to sign me to labels, and I respectfully decline their decisions. I don't want nothing to do with them. If anything, I'll probably would do like a partnership. But to start it all off, when it all started for me, it all started off when I dropped out of college. I went to UCF, and from there, I just realized school wasn't for me. I'm not saying that college is something that you should just drop out, but like for me, it just wasn't for me. So like I dropped out because there was nothing there that I felt like I had my interest. So I didn't know really what my direction was. Only thing that I knew is that I do love music, and I was like, hey, let me just give this a shot. I don't know where it's gonna lead, but let me just go for it. So then I started doing that in 2015 or 16. And then ever since then, I've been learning, I've been collabing with local engineers, local artists, and I've been trying to like, understand how they view things, how they see things, so I can get that better understanding because I didn't know how to write lyrics as well. So kind of just sitting with them in one room and just seeing how they break things down was a very beautiful thing. And I just love the whole fact how you can turn like something out of nothing and it's just like, whoa, like it's just crazy to me. And now you got a whole song. When you came in, nothing was made. It was literally nothing. But that shows you the power of the mind, when you focus on stuff. So
Oh, definitely, definitely. Sounds like you really truly love what you're doing and that you're not taking into consideration any outside factors. Tell me, why did you decide not to do that?
I don't really know. It wasn't, I can't really explain it. It was just me. I don't know, like the way I'm built, like I just go and I don't really think about that kind of stuff like that. Not too much, not really. I don't really know how to really, answer that because I just do me, I don't know. I just
Right.
just move,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Do you feel like, okay, so let me kind of get into that real quick because a lot of people out there think that they need the big people to move forward. But if you're big already, why do you need people to be in your pocket?
So here's the thing. A lot of people they feel the way that they still believe in like if they go to a particular venue and they perform and that one person that they're just gonna just spot them out, like they got a spotlight on them, they're gonna come up to them, run to them with a paper, hey, I'm gonna change your life. I need you to sign this paper right now. Your life gonna be different. People still believe in that. That's not true. I really believe in when it comes to stuff like that. You don't, and back in the day, okay, maybe because we didn't have the stuff we have now. Nowadays, all you need is a laptop, something like Pro Tools or Logic, and you buy plugins and stuff, and you buy you a nice, affordable, expensive mic or whatever, whatever that comforts your needs or whatever, like due to your budget. And you can make your own music. You can mix and master your own music. You can put your own music out. You don't need a third party, like you said, to dig into your pocket because you can do this all by yourself. Now, when it comes to promoting and getting your music out there, that's a different level because now you got to know people. It's not about what you know at that point. It's about who you know. And from there, that is what gets you out there. Like
Mm,
gets you on, like, all these big stuff that these major artists are at. The only reason why these major artists are on these big things because they are assigned to a label and these labels, they know those connections that can get them there. When you're independent, you don't know all of that. All you know is you're just gonna make a song, you're just gonna drop it on SoundCloud and hopefully it makes buzz. But that's not ideal. That's not realistic. You gotta find a way to make that music move and get it out there. You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah. I definitely know what you mean. I definitely know what you. So you've been able to do all of this within yourself. You know what I mean? And it's like a lot of people will say, oh, you need the big guys to move forward. And when you go to the big guy says, no, you need more numbers to move forward. So you're in the middle, but you're not there. You're at the point now where they're coming to you.
Correct.
I'm going to ask you this really big question. And a lot of people are saying this too. Do you really need them when you get to that point?
Honestly, no. I think we're moving in a very good direction when it comes to music right now. Labels are understanding that artists don't really need them. So in a way, they don't want to be extinct because they understand that we can do this ourselves. So now they trying to find ways to where it's like, okay, how can we make this person actually give in because they don't really need us? But that's only if you was willing to invest in yourself to where you learn how to do everything by yourself. If you're just an artist and you just want to make music, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot because now these labels they can take full advantage of you. They can charge you a lot for like studio time or mixing the song and mastering the song. But if you just took the time and learned that yourself and did that yourself, you can do just as good. It doesn't really matter. But I think that's really all it is. Like you just have to bet on yourself, honestly, because you don't need nobody no more. There's so much things you can do. There's so much outlets. It's just so insane to me how people are still signing to labels nowadays. I just don't understand it when you can do it all by yourself. You know,
That's
again,
right.
it's about who you know that can get you out there. But as far as the production wise, you can do that yourself.
Mm, mm, mm. That's so true. So true. I'm so excited for you, Ashley. Tell me about what's going on with you now in the music.
Okay, so right now, so it's weird. Like when I first started off with music, I actually wanted to do R&B. That was my go-to because the time when I wanted to do it, it was like 2015. It was when Bryson Tiller came out and he had that whole like trap soul vibe. And I was like, man, this is so fire. I want to do this. Like I want to learn this. And then I realized real quick that I'm not there. So then I'm like, man, so what should I do? And then like I just said, you know what, let me just rap like what everybody do when they do music. So I was like, all right, cool. So I just started rapping, whatever. And again, I didn't get right at first, but then as I kept on going, being consistent, I ended up finding my true sound when it comes to rapping. And now I feel like I accomplished that. There's still room to grow, but I feel like I got my sound where I'm comfortable at. And moving on to this year, I was like, man, I would like to show people that I can do different things too. Like I don't just want to just be a rapper. I can do anything like pop, R&B, rock. It doesn't really matter. So now I tell myself, let me just work on an R&B album. So I've been working on that like mid last year and a little bit of this year, and now I officially put it out. And I'm actually proud of myself. This is my first R&B album, and I'm actually proud of how it came out. I think I did a really good job.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing. So, okay, so your first R&B album that you just put out, and everything is, you're moving forward, you have your interviews, you have everything, but there's always something to be learned in these times and putting things out when you're in the moment. People don't realize what that moment, what that is, that realm that you're in. Where are you mentally and where are you physically? And what kind of advice can you give to those people when you're at this point in your music career?
So going to the album aspect, each song, like you said, it has a special moment because each song I was going through something and I recorded it at that moment in time. So when I hear it, I understand where I was. I understand where I was, how down I was. And when I recorded a song, like I can just feel the moment and where I was in that period of time. The album is really based on what I went through, like dating wise, like it's all about dating. Um, and my message in the album is really just trying to convey basically like, it's okay to be hurt. It's okay to get your heart broken. Just be willing to get up and move forward because like you can't sit there and keep letting people disrespect you. You have to have that self-respect for yourself because if you don't, who's going to have it for you? So I try to compress as much as I can to a music level so people can understand what's happening and what I'm trying to talk about. But if they don't get it, that's on them. But I hope they understand my message behind it. Just trying to make you be willing to just like, hey, look, if this person is not respecting who you are, not respecting your presence, when you're trying to show them that you care about them, show them that you still want them in your life, and they're just keep blatantly disrespecting you, you just have to just fall back and just say, hey, it is what it is. And that's really what my whole album is trying to convey to people. Hey, look, it's okay to be hurt. It's okay to have your heart broken. It is what it is. You just have to let things be and be willing to move forward.
Nice, nice. Wow, wow. That is, I mean, wow. That says a lot. It just says a lot. A lot of people are doing this music that really doesn't mean anything, but you're doing the opposite. You're doing stuff that actually means something. So from today, 10 years later, it's still kind of reminiscent of what you went through 10 years earlier. So it's always viable. It's always going to be, that classic piece where people can actually guide themselves through a situation just by listening to this song. And it'll always be a song that's relevant to today, tomorrow, and the next day, and the next year.
100%.
Awesome. Awesome. So, man, I mean, where can people find you? Where can people, join you, follow you, subscribe, or listen?
Yeah, they can follow me on Instagram at Ashley Francois, the number 3, ASHLEY FRANCOIS 3. And Apple Music is my first and last name, Ashley Francois. Spotify, same as well, and YouTube. And yeah,
Awesome.
that.
We're going to put all of that information in the description box below so that it's easy for you guys to go ahead and find it. And again, like I've been saying, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, tell people and tell Ashley, hey, I love this song. This helped me through. I was looking for this, things like that. Because why? I mean, he needs it. I need it. We all need that feedback because we want to make sure that we're going in the right direction. But not only that, we want to make sure that we're reaching you on a level that's actually helping you to get through the situation that we've already gone through. Ashley, thank you so much for being on the show, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Glad to have you.
Thank you. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to dare to be different, but most of all, don't forget to go ahead and go to his site on the bottom down there and like, comment, subscribe, give some feedback, man. Listen to the music, add it to your playlist. All right, guys. And until next time, don't forget to dare to be different. Bye.